thing about cancer is that it may steer our lives into a different path, but that does not necessarily mean that it is the end of the world. We need to stay optimistic and accept changes with renewed hope. Cancer is not the end of one's journey, but the beginning of a new one, just like for Nadia.
My name is Nadia Natasha. I was diagnosed with stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma at the age of 16. I was cured. 3 years later, I had relapsed. This is my story. Well, I've always wanted to be a doctor ever since I was 8 years old. I remember poring over their medical books and becoming so fascinated. I thought it was exciting and I could also help people, so that was interesting. But after cancer, I really had to ask some important questions, like, was a career in medicine a viable option for me, taking into account the lifestyle, the stress? And unfortunately, the answer was no. But choosing not to do medicine has opened up a whole new world for me. I had to reassess what I like in life, and I think Allah has a better plan for me. When I was 16 and I found out I had cancer, I think it was a shock for me, because you hear about cancer from all these other people and you don't think that it can affect you. And then suddenly in that doctor's office, my whole life changed. You know, I knew at that moment that nothing was going to be the same, that I was going to be tested physically and mentally and emotionally. And I had to deal with a lot of things that no 16-year-old would have to deal with, such as mortality. Well, my family has been a real pillar of strength for me. I mean, I talked about being positive, but who can be positive for the entirety of cancer? You're tired and you're sick, and whenever I felt like, oh my goodness, Mom, I can't do this. This is too hard. I'm only 16. I can't do this. And she was like, no, you know what? Your journey might not be the same as everyone else, but it's a different journey, and this is the journey that God gave to you. I think what really got me through was faith in God and religion. When you're beaten down and you go through all these things, and at the end of the line, it's just you and God. And I think there was a sense of comfort when I thought that, you know, despite everything in Islam, inshallah, that Allah has a bigger plan for you. To anyone who's ever had cancer or is going through cancer now, I can't promise you that everything will be okay. Cancer will test you emotionally, physically, and mentally. There are times when you feel like giving up, but I dare you. I dare you to live, to dare to stare this deadly disease in the face and say, you know what, I won't bow down. You know what, I'm more than just a statistic. As I always say to myself, I'm just a girl going through life. It's just cancer.